past weekend was homecoming weekend for Kean University. While their football team endured a tough loss to Montclair State University, the celebration was filled with winners who were inducted into the Kean Athletics Hall of Fame. One of the members of this year's class is Arslani. I've had him on the show before to talk about his current position as the head coach of men's volleyball, but over the weekend, he was recognized for his days as a player with the school, and now I get to interview him as a Hall of Famer. Bez, welcome back, and congratulations on this awesome achievement.
Thank you, Mike. I'm happy to be back. I appreciate the opportunity of being here with you guys.
I'm so happy you are back. So, Bez, I know we talked about this in our last interview, but can you just remind viewers how you became a part of this Kean Athletics family, first as a player and then later as a coach?
Absolutely. So I came here. Well, I when I transferred. Well, I got denied from Kean University originally, and then I went to Jersey City for 2 years, where I then transferred to Kean my junior year, and then after my junior year, I played. I gave it all I had, and then after I graduated, I went off to England, played out there for a little bit, and then I became Charlie asked me to be his assistant coach, and then after he left, I took over the program. That's how I've been. So I'm going into my fourth year now as the head coach for the men's volleyball team.
Well, you're doing something right. So let me ask you this. How has being a player helped shape you as a coach? Do you feel like being a former player allows you to coach better knowing you were once in your team's shoes?
Absolutely, absolutely. Being a player, being a student athlete, helped me recognize what it takes to be an athlete and being a student as well. But now that I'm the head coach, I know what the kids are going through. If there's exams and whatnot, but when I gave it all I had on the court, I know what it's like to get the get the stuff done in the classroom, so I don't have to worry about that when I'm on the court. So I make sure that I tell my boys that when I'm coaching them, hey, if you win in the classroom, all of it's going to be fun and games when you're playing the game.
I didn't even think about it as an academic standpoint because it's so true. They have to worry about exams as well as their performance on the court. Now, when did you find out you were going to be a member of this year's Hall of Fame class, which I believe is the 24th class in school history? But take me through that moment when you first got the call.
Yeah, I got the call in the summer. Over the summer, I got a phone call from BJ, one of our administrators here, and she congratulated me on being inducted to the Hall of Fame. And I kind of just stopped for a second and I took it all in, and I was like, wow, this accolade has been the highest achievement that I could potentially get as an athlete or as an individual. And taking it all in, I it really humbled me. It humbled me into the sense of, hey, like all the hard work that I paid off. I mean, all the work that I put finally paid off, and it was just overwhelming. And words can't describe what I went through when I got that phone call.
Now, coming up with a Hall of Fame speech, I can't imagine it's the easiest thing to do. Everything's got to go right. Talk about how you came up with your speech, and were there any people in particular that you made sure to mention or thank in that speech?
Yeah, when I was coming up with my speech, of course, I wanted to thank all my whole family, of course. The two people that I wanted to thank mostly was Jason Karsich, who was my who's pretty much my mentor, who got me into volleyball my freshman year of high school after playing basketball my whole life, and Carlo Edra. After I was denied from Kean University, he got me the ticket into NJCU. So after that, I wanted to make sure that those were the ones that I thanked specifically, but as well as the athletic staff, athletic trainers on campus. I mean, as much as it is an individual award, it was a team effort. And the hard part about the whole thing was if I forgot somebody, in the speech. So if I did forget you, know that you were part of my journey. And I'm sorry if I forgot to mention you in the speech.
Now, I was at homecoming weekend last year. It was a beautiful October day. I wasn't able to make it this year, but what was the atmosphere of the event like? Were there any memorable moments other than the induction itself?
Well, it was really nice to see alumni come to Harwood Arena, come to the alumni stadium. It was actually really fun this year because I got to bring my daughter and my wife. My daughter Dia is 4 months, and she didn't know what was happening, but she was very overwhelmed. So that was a special thing. Next year, hopefully, the weather's great and she'll actually enjoy it a lot more. But the whole experience of homecoming is Kean University coming together, and whether you were an alumni from 10, 15, 30 years ago, everybody was just very friendly and just open to having conversations and seeing where people were, where they're at in their life now. It's actually really fun to see.
One big happy family, really. Now, you're a few months away from the 2026 season. How do you feel as you head into this season, and what are you guys doing to prepare now?
Yeah, so I'm going into my fourth season, and the team that we have this year are majority of seniors. So bringing those guys back that know the culture and whatnot definitely helps us, and we know what it takes to win those 5 set matches or prevent us from getting to those 5 sets. What we're doing in the off season now is a lot of ball control stuff and just something I'm doing a little bit different than I did in the previous years is having a depth chart. So when they come into my office and we talk about it, they can see where their name is. And if they're second or third on the list, now they know they want to be on the top as quote unquote a starter. So it's more of a bloodbath in our gym in a good way, you know. I tell my boys I want my practices to be harder than our matches.
It's the way to do it. It's the way to coach. Now, are there any matchups in particular that you're looking most forward to?
Well, we got the Clash at Kane this year. We do the Clash at Kane every year where we have, this year we have Stevens, Messiah, Juniata coming, um, LaSalle, Baruch. It's going to be a fun matchup. But the one that I'm most excited about is late March when we play the national champs from last year, Southern Virginia. I think my boys are ready for that game and ready to get that dub.
And Bez, final question. You know this better than anybody. Success has no finish line. Successful people never stop trying to get better. Now that you have Hall of Famer on your resume, do you have any other goals you're looking to tackle during your career as a coach?
Absolutely. It was funny because I was thinking like, yes, the Hall of Fame, I did it as an individual, and now that's not me. Now I'm part of a program that I want to win a national championship. So the goals for me in the future is to win the CVC conference tournament, make an NCAA appearance, win an NCAA championship, and hopefully become a Hall of Famer for as a coach. But we got time for that, and hopefully it's sooner than later.
Just enjoy the ride. Bez Arslani, one of the newest members of the Kean Athletics Hall of Fame. Congratulations. And as they say at Kean University, keep climbing higher.
Cougars climb higher.
Awesome, man. Have a good one. Coming up, high school and college football are well underway, and basketball will be here before you know it. We'll talk with Bobby Santoro about both when we come back.